Hi everyone! Hi! Welcome to this video. I decided that instead of doing a voiceover, I would try to do a get ready with me chit chat video. So I kind of explained everything I did today with doing this look. Kind of like a, I guess, burgundy, bronzy gold kind of look. Again, neutral colors. That's my thing. If you want to stick around to see how I got this look, then stick around. So I don't know, I mean, if you want to watch, then just watch it. So I'm going to be priming my skin with the Too Faced Hangover RX primer, this stuff. And I have oily skin, okay? And I know people with dry skin who love this. So like this stuff is just overall the bomb. And it feels hydrating, so I mean, it is really good. And also for primer, I'm using the MAC Strobe Cream. I always use a matte foundation because I'm such an oily person. So this just kind of gives me a little bit of a glow without making me too greasy. For foundation, I'm going in again with the Tarte Amazonian Clay. Hold on, let me get this. Oh, so what I do is I get a small little synthetic brush. This is actually for eyeshadow. It came in one of my boxy charms. It sounds like I am sponsored for them, and I'm not. I'm really not. I have like 17 subscribers, so I'm not. Anyways, I get a small amount. Even this is probably too much. With this small little spoolie brush, I just put it on my face, one little section at a time. Kind of just first apply it there, and then slowly buff it into my skin. This is the BMX 430 crease brush from Moda Pro. My boxy charm came with like 3 of these brushes, and I love them so much. This is not completely blended in at all, as you can see. So you're gonna get another brush. This brush that I'm using is the Morphe G40 brush, another small brush, and with that I go over it. With a light hand and circular motions, I just blend it all in a bit more flawlessly. And then you can go back in with this small little crease brush, and then go into these little corners, go in on your eyes. I just find that because I have larger pores on my face too, that it really helps me to blend the product into my pores and not just going over them. You want to make sure you're getting everything blended into your hairline, to your ears, and to your neck. Not with product, but just with what you have on your brush already. Once I'm done with foundation, I go right into concealer. I'm using the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector, and this is the pink one. This stuff it really brightens up your eyes. I don't have circles that are too bad, but for my clients with like really deep blue circles, this stuff, magic. So I'm going in with the Morphe M173 brush, and you don't need that much with this. You just lightly tap it in there, and then you lightly tap it under your eyes. Not spreading it, just tapping it in. Oh yeah, by the way, don't mind my nails. I haven't had my nails done for 3 weeks. Concealer, I'm going to be mixing NARS Radiant Concealer in Custard and Vanilla. And also for my outbreaks, I'm using Custard because of the warm undertones. It's going to help conceal the redness. It's Halloween time, so the breakouts are there. I'm going in with the Vanilla under my cheekbones so that they look like they pop out, because they do not on their own. I normally like to use the Morphe G4 brush. This just helps me push in the product better. You don't want to just push it and blend it. You can also like move the product a little bit, like for under my cheekbones. I like to kind of go back and forth right there. Use the MAC. This is a foundation on its own, but I like it to set my makeup because it really locks it down and holds it in place. I think I'm color NC25, and I just get this brush from this is another one of those brushes that were in the boxy charm, BMX 130 from Moda Pro. I love this brush. It's great for bronzing too. And I just go over all of that, except for my under eyes. And now to set my concealer, I'm using the Airspun translucent powder. Yeah, it's just translucent and Airspun. Okay, this stuff, it's so cheap and it's so good. It will lasts all day. To me, it's just as good as the Laura Mercier under eye setting powder. It's just a little bit more cakey. The smell of this, so strong. It smells like an old lady perfume. Like, it's just ridiculous. But you know what? I've learned to deal with it because I like the product enough. So I'm just going to bake my under eyes and put a little bit under my cheekbones. For my eyebrows, I know some of you want to see like a really close-up, in-depth tutorial for my brows, and I promise I will get there. So I'm just going to kind of roughly go over what I do really quick, and maybe you can kind of catch on to see how I do them. I first start out by brushing my brow hairs up, both of them, with a from Jaclyn. It is the Perfect Duo brow pencil. This again came in my BoxyCharm. Draw under my eyebrows a small little line, and this is kind of mapping how they are going to be shaped, so this part's important. So under, and I go a little bit higher for the arch, and then down again. And my eyebrows are very, very uneven. This eye sticks up, eyebrow stands up a lot higher. So does my whole eyeball. I think I have like a lazy eye. So with the spoolie again, I'm brushing the brow hairs down now. And then above, I'm making another line to make the top of the brow. And I'm not going in where the hairlines start. So I'm going in a little bit after, because when I draw in the hairlines, I don't want there to be a line over that. So I'm just drawing in above, and then at the end, that's where we meet our tail that we drew on for the bottom. So we just close it up with the top. I wanted to use my Wonder Brow. I love this stuff. With the product, I use a regular eyebrow brush. And so with that brush, I'm making tiny little, instead of just filling it in, I'm trying to make tiny little hair strokes so that it comes off like if I have hair there. And I'm brushing my eyebrow hairs up with that same spoolie so I could fill in the little bald spots at the bottom and on the inside. Again, trying to make these little phony hair strokes. Now with that same brush, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my towel and I'm going to pinch the top of that brush and just squeeze it really tight so that it becomes really thin. I'm getting that product very, very, very lightly, okay? And I'm going to be drawing on the hair strokes at the front now. So this is where it all blends in together. I start off in the hairline where it's already filled in, going to the front. Last but not least, I use concealer for my brows. I don't know what this is. I've sharpened it too low. But I mean, any concealer is fine at this point. And I just kind of highlight under the brow. And with a flat brush from Sigma, this is the E15 brush, I just press it down, just blending that into my eyes. And I really feel like this step is important for your eyeshadow to really make it pop so that your under brow highlight really stands out. So moving on to my eyes, I am going to start priming them using the MAC Painterly Paint Pot to lightly tap that all over my lid. To be honest, I have no idea what I'm doing with my eyeshadow today. Not a clue. Not a clue. From the Tarte Clay Play palette, I'm just going to use this color Solist right here just to set that primer. And I'm going to be going in with the Morphe M502 blending brush. It's a little fluffy brush like this. Go in with this color and set that all over my lid. Moving on to Subculture. I want to go in with the color Fudge. The M502 brush. Got a little bit of product. I don't know where I'm going with this, guys, but here we go. Just, oh my gosh. I forget that you have to be careful with this palette. So I'm going in circular motions. I grabbed way too much product too soon. So So I'm grabbing just a tiny bit more of that product with the same brush and just going in on the corners of my eyelid. I'm going to go with my Jaclyn Hill palette. So I think I'm going to use this orangey color here. I threw away the little paper with the names on it. So I'm going to use a Coastal Scent BR250 for my crease. And I'm going to go right into the corner with that. And I'm just putting it on the corner. I'm not using any circular motions. Just going back and forth. And so now I'm going to use those circular motions to just blend out the crease a little bit, just lighthandedly. Lighthandedly is a word that I invented. I almost want to add purple, so I think I want to add this color here in the Anastasia palette in Rowdy. This BH Cosmetics brush. I don't know the name of it, but it looks like this. It came in a set. Okay, I'm just going to go in there with my crease. I put just a tiny bit of product on the brush. As you can see, there's a lot coming out. And I just put it on the crease, starting on the corner, going not all the way to this corner, but going to probably like right there. And just small circular motions. Now I'm going to use that same brush that I went in with the Jaclyn Hill palette, the Coastal Scents brush. And I'm going to go in with this color All Star from the Modern Renaissance palette just to add a little bit more warmth. Honestly, just don't know what I'm doing. I'm just like, this color looks fun. This color looks fun. Let's see how this one comes out. So I'm going to add that right above where I put that Rowdy color. The first brush that I used, the Morphe M502 brush, and just blending it all out, not picking up any product. I feel like this is totally matching my sweater. I swear I do not do this on purpose. Back in with Painterly and with a flat, I don't know what brush this is. I think this is honestly like a paintbrush. But it's just like it's like a flat concealer brush. I'm going to go back in on my lid. No, I'm going to go in with this color first. I wish I had the name. I'm going to go on my lid with that color. Wet the brush one more time. Same brush. Didn't clean it. Probably should have, but I didn't. And I'm going to use this gold color here. I'm starting from the corner and going into the, so that way I could still have that color show through. I'm going to go back in with the Coastal Scents brush. I don't think I'm going to pick up any product, and I'm just going to make sure all that's blended into the crease. For eyeshadow at the bottom, I wait till everything's done to go and do that. Eyelashes today, I bought these eyelashes at Ulta, the Vegas nail lashes. They all looked so pretty. I think I'm going to go in and try Platinum Princess. Before I do that, I'm just going to line the top of my lid with a little bit of black liquid liner from NYX. These are really pretty. I am impressed. Eye lure. Brow bone of my eye, and just lightly with a tiny little brush. This is my favorite brush for this. It's the Morphe M15 brush. Just go right at my eyebrow, a tiny little. Go ahead and dust off this powder. For contour, I'm using the Tarte Amazon. I don't know if it's Amazonia, but it's the Tarte Play palette. It's so hard for me to say that. And I start off by using the Jumbo Kabuki fan brush by Crown Brushes. This is the number SS023. So I'm going to go in with the cool tone in this palette and with the warmer tone. So Terratica and Desert. And I'm going to just get a little bit of both on the center of this brush and start up like practically in my hair with this brush and going down. And then I like to get that warmer tone, Terracotta. And I like to get my forehead, and that's why I love this brush too. Like, it literally has, it almost covers my whole forehead, so like, it's like I'm already done. It does it, I think that's why I like it, because I'm lazy, and it does it so quickly for me. Then I go in a little bit more with this desert color into the corner right here, just to give it a little bit more of a sucked in look because I am not sucked in looking. And then again with the desert color all over the brush, I go in right here to carve out my jawbone because, girl, I got a double chin. And I just kind of blend that down into my double chin. Okay, for my lip contour, as you can see, I have small lips, okay, but not for long. This is my little secret. So I use a cool toned color, again from this palette, the desert color. To do something like this, you want it to look like a shadow, so you definitely need to use a cool toned color with like grays in the bronzer. So the brush that I'm using for this is the Morphe M209. It's like a flat brush, but it's fluffy. So right at the bottom of my bottom lip, I pull it back a little bit, and then I go in between where my skin is and where the lip meets. So right in the middle, I draw in a line right there. Not going to the corners of my mouth though. Just right, kind of making like a circle, like. And then I get a little bit more of that color. And then I go right in the center, pull my lip up, and focus that color right there, blending it there. So that already looks like we got a lip that's hanging out. Again, with a little bit more product, I go over the little M shape of my lip. And again, right into the lip, not onto the sides, not into the corners of the mouth, because that is going to make it look like a chocolate milk mustache, okay? So right into the inside. Blending it. Now I'm going in circular motions just so it's blended into my lip. It's not going to be blended up out here, it's going to be blended into the lip. And so there you go. You got naturally looking you got bigger looking lips. I know it's a little bit deceiving for some people, but I've always wanted to have bigger lips, and I don't have the money for lip fillers, and I don't even know if I did have the money if I would get them. I don't know. But this is a great brush also for nose contouring. I don't really contour my nose a lot, but I'm just gonna go down the middle of my nose with this brush and that contour just a little bit. So now that we did contouring on the face, I'm gonna go in with blush. Another BoxyCharm item. This is the Luminous Loose Blush from Studio Makeup. And at first I was not excited about this. I was like, oh, a loose blush. And it's a very kind of strong color. But it's actually, it is so beautiful. And it's beautiful on all kinds of skin tones. So I'm just going to show you how it looks. But this. Do you see that? Ah, the lighting sucks in here. But for highlighter, I'm going to use the Dose of Colors Fuego again. This is just a favorite. This is the Morphe M501 brush. I'm just adding a little bit because I'm so oily. I don't like to add too much highlighter because it just makes me look more oily at the end of the day. Lips, I'm going to be going in with my everyday favorite. I'm using the Lolita by Kat Von D. So I think it's really pretty, but for me, I am just too into nudes. I love nudes. So I go in with the NYX Lingerie Liquid Lipstick, and this is the number 16. I think it's called Cheekies. And it looks like, whoa, at first. Like, oh my gosh. Like, no, that doesn't look good, but give it a second. And then, like, just get it out with my finger so it doesn't just look like a sharp lip liner, kind of like chola look. So now is when I go in and I look and I check to see, do I need more bronzer before I set it with setting spray, and do I want to go in with any more eyeshadow at the bottom. I really like how it looks just like this. I kind of don't want to do it. I kind of do. I think I'm going to. I'm just going to use a light color. I'm going to use Dawn. with a tiny little blending brush from Coastal Scents. I don't know the name, sorry. No, that's too light. I'm going to go in with Roxy. Just to add a little bit of color. Yeah, I like how that looks. And it's not like it's super smoky now. I don't know. I'm really weird about like wearing eyeliner at the bottom of my eyes and closing them up too much because I feel like I just don't like how it looks on me. So this is the final look. It was so much fun to just like kind of like see where I was going with the look. I think that's what I do every Friday though, but to record it. Yeah. This is where things get awkward and I don't know how to end it. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for coming. Now here's my sexy exit. Oh. Come back again. So yeah, make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Comment below what you would like to see. If you like videos like this, let me know. Or if you like the voiceovers, comment what you did like. That's all I have to say. I hope that you are blessed. Follow me on Facebook, Snapchat. I'll link it all below. Like my stuff, watch my stuff, love my stuff. Yeah. Alright, thanks you guys. Bye.